RA 8550, or known as the Fisheries Code of 1998, is the response to address the trend of blind resource exploitation in the Philippines. It provides for a national policy on sustainable use of fishery resource to meet the growing food needs of the population. Republic Act 8550 also promotes and protects the rights of municipal fisher folks, especially in the preferential use of municipal waters. Resident fisher folks and their cooperative organizations are given the priority to exploit the expanded 15 kilometers limit of municipal waters. It further mandates the government to promote the general welfare of municipal fishers through provision of support, service, and fair labor practices.
The code also promotes and protects the rights of municipal fisherfolk, especially in the preferential use of municipal waters. Resident fisherfolks and their cooperatives organizations are given the priority to exploit the expanded 15-kilometer limit of municipal waters. It further mandates the government to promote the general welfare of municipal fishers through provisions of support service and fair labor practice. The Fisheries Code was passed by the Philippine Congress on 19 February 1998 and was subsequently approved by the Office of the President on 25 February 1998. The law became effective on June 23, 1998. It contains 9 chapters with provision on utilization management, development, conservation, and allocation system of fisheries and aquatic resources. Reconstitution of the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources and creation of the Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Management Council. Fishery reserve, refuges, and sanctuaries, and research and development. One chapter each is dedicated for prohibition and penalties, general provisions, transitory and final provisions.
Effort to address resource degradation, overfish, or endangered being overfished areas are established as fish refuge and marine sanctuaries. These are designated areas where fishing and other forms of activities that may damage ecosystem are regulated, restricted, or prohibited. Depending on their degree of harm, the law also provides that at least 15% of the total coastal area in each municipality should be designated as fishery refuge and sanctuaries to establish more fish sanctuaries and marine protected areas. Participators management through various levels of fisheries and aquatic resources management council or FARMCs is enhanced and institutionalized by the law. FARMCs are established in national level and municipalities, cities, abutting municipal water to act an advisory and recommendatory body and to assist the enforcement of ordinance and fishery law rules and regulations. The combination of organized fisheries and local government unit (LGUs) is intended to serve as a venue for close collaboration among civil societies groups in management of contiguous resources.
Effort to address poverty. Resident municipal fisherfolk and their cooperatives and organizations are given preferential fishing privileges in the municipal waters, which includes not only streams, lakes, and rivers within the municipality or city, but also marine waters within the 15-kilometer zone from the coastline. Small and medium commercial fishing vessels may be allowed, but only within the 10.1 and to 15-kilometer zone of municipal waters, and under stringent conditions through an ordinance. In the same way, the granting of fish pond lease agreements gives preference to municipal fisherfolk and their organization, as well as in the operation of fish pens, fish cage, fish traps, and other structures. Furthermore, the code mandates the government to provide support services in the form of research and extension, credit, post-harvest facilities, infrastructures, fisher-folk, settlements, and entitlement to same privileges as those accorded to other workers under the Philippine Labor Code.
This is the conclusion of RA 8550, known as Philippine Fishery Code of 1998. Poverty in fishery sector is attributable to low productivity of aquatic resources, brought about by degradation, stock deflation, and resource using conflict in coastal water. The Philippine Fishery Code deemed the conservation and protection of fishery resources imperative to improve productivity. Various processes to promote sustainable fishery, which include participatory management through fishery and aquatic resource management, and establishment of fish refuge sanctuary and marine protective areas are stipulated in the code. The extent of jurisdiction of local government unit or LGU over the municipal water is clarified, as well as the operation of commercial vessel in municipal water. An extensive list of penal laws is also codified through facilitate enforcement and local legislation. However, the remaining challenge, albeit a pivotal one to ensure sustainable fishery resource management, concerns strict enforcement and provision of fishery code.
The institute, which shall be attached to the department, shall serve as primary research arm of the BFAR. The overall governance of the institute shall be vested in the governing board, which shall formulate policies, guidelines for its operation. The plans, programs, and operational budget shall be passed by the board. The board may create such committees as it may deem necessary for the proper and effective performance of its functions. The composition of the governing board shall be as follows: Under Secretary for Fisheries, Chairman; BFAR Director, Vice Chairman; NFRDI Executive Director, Member; PCA MRD Executive Director, Member; Representative from the Academy, Member; 4 representatives from the private sector who shall come from the following subsectors, Member; Municipal Fisherfolk, Commercial Fishing Operator, Aquaculture Operator, Post-Harvest or Processor. The NFRDI shall have the separate budget specific to its manpower requirements and operations to ensure the independent and objective implementation of its research activities.
It shall be unlawful for any commercial fishing vessels to fish and base in such other fisheries management areas, which may herein for be declared as over-exploited. Any commercial fishing boats captains or the three high officer of boat who commit any of above provided acts upon conviction shall be punished by a fine equivalent to the value of catch or 10,000 pesos, whichever is high, and imprisonment of 6 months, confiscation of catch and fishing gears, and automatic revocation of license. It shall be unlawful for any person not listed in the destroy municipal fisher folks to engage any commercial fishing activities in municipal waters. Any municipal fisher folks who commit such violations shall be punished by conviction of catch and fine of 500 pesos.